Well, when you start talking about songs and writing, that gets my attention right away. It's something that I fell in love with as a kid, as a teenager, and something that became central to my life and my career. I had signed with Epic Records when I was 16 years old, but I didn't have a hit until I was 34. So that was 18 years of rent checks bouncing and trying to figure out how to take care of my family at 5. And someone told me that I should consider writing songs for other people while I'm working on my solo career. And I thought, I don't know if I can do that. I've never really tried. And I tried. And my songwriting career took off, which was a great relief to me as a father and provider, but also turned out to be really central to my career. I started writing songs for some of the biggest artists in the world. And I learned that original songs and hit songs are the lifeblood of the industry, that great singers can come and go. If they don't choose the right material, they don't have careers. They have moments during their career. But I'm just really grateful that I was attracted to learning about the art and craft of songwriting. I'm always learning while I'm singing. I'm learning about what I can do with my voice to have the kind of effect that I want from it. It's kind of an ongoing conversation between me and my vocal cords of whether it's going to behave or not, to hit the notes that I want, the way I want to express myself. I think that the learning process of living is what can feed your next album or your next song that you're about to write. Can give you a perspective that you never have had, even in all the many, many years I have been in the business and been writing. The learning process means it's kind of an infinite door that you walk through. And as songwriters, there are only so many important things in life that you can write about. The single most important thing in life you can write about is love. It's going to be what matters. It's going to be the people who matter to you in your life. It's going to be your family, your loved ones, your children. It's going to be romantic love, but that's going to definitely be more powerful and be the lesson we are left with in our lives. The thing with songwriting is that you want to say that same most important thing in a new way. You want to say whatever it is about your experience of love, whether you found it, whether you have it, whether you're still looking. You just want to do it with different words. You want to find a different way, and that becomes a challenge and a quest that songwriters get together and enjoy the challenge. Basically, it's tough to say something brand new about what I'm learning about being on the show, as much as I find myself looking at me in the past when I'm speaking to a young artist, aspiring artist or songwriter. I feel like the advice that I give or the response that I give to a question, it has a certain level of responsibility to it. And I don't want to have a moment where someone's looking for some important direction moving forward. And I'm not hearing it, and I'm just having a friendly conversation. I think I respond to young artists and writers the same way. I encourage them. I talk about some of the challenges that may be relevant to them at the time. But I always feel like I'm giving some kind of encouragement to someone whose single, first, most important or biggest passion in their life is making music. It feels like a certain level of responsibility during the conversation, that you say what you mean and you communicate it in a way that it's helpful for a person moving forward. And I see me as a young aspiring writer, artist, and remember how little I knew about making a record and having the opportunity to perform for amazing people and people who are icons, you know, in the music industry. That excited me as a kid. But it really, it's something that we relate to if we have good long careers. Feels like you'll be asked every important question about creating music. And with me, a lot of times it's talking to singers about their strengths and the challenges of live performances, you know, over the years, how to maintain your full voice, how to exercise your vocal cords. That sleep, 8 hours of sleep is a fantastic thing for a singer, especially on long, challenging tours. And things that basically will kind of arm a young person with information that'll make perfect sense to them when they're warming up their voice or spending a little more time doing scales before they walk out on stage, which can be pretty funny sounding, but they work. So I don't know, I just, I enjoy speaking to a hungry, focused person because I'm very confident it won't be a waste of time.
We gotta rise like we've never been burned. After all of the lessons we've learned, we're gonna make this a beautiful world. I carry the weight. No mountains
So,
it's never too
what aspects can I share with you?
There's always a sun.
It's a song that I wrote with Justin Gesso during COVID. The focus was like basically how great it's going to be once we get through this, and we are going to get through it together. They may be some of that kind of talk may sound cliche, but look at what we are involved in. Look at what the world is, what's happening in the world. I don't think we need to spend another moment stressing over everything as compared to doing something about it. And some things are out of our control. And that's what we learn. That's one of the lessons we learn about life. We wound up writing this song. He was in Florida at his parents' home. I was in Connecticut. And we talked about, you know, sometime, you know, writing some more music and not needing to Zoom to do it. But we're really grateful that we have this tool that allows us to talk about things that are important to us. And to be able to say that, you know, COVID didn't shut me down from writing 6 songs, 7 songs, however many there were. Just the fact that we could use technology to reach into our own creativity is miraculous to me. And while we're on the subject matter of miracles, the world may seem like an impossible puzzle to be solved, but we can solve it like one fix at a time if we are kind to other people, if we're kind to ourselves, if we're kind to the people, not just the people we love dearly, but human beings. Something fantastic happens when you add a little extra couple of drops of thank you, when you thank someone, when you appreciate what someone's doing for you, and you appreciate people out of human respect. it seems like a lot of that started coming through the song before Ukraine was top of the news every hour. But that speaks to another life lesson for us, is how to be compassionate in challenging times, how to always be able to access human compassion for other people. It kind of makes me feel like I'm looking to be the best my version of myself that I can be. And at the same time, I have something to offer the people that I come in contact with, the people that I work with, and the people I love.